happening, that class that Kennedy taught did not get recorded. So instead of putting it on the playlist because they don't have it, I took one of my deep powers from like the studio that I've taught and just put that on the playlist. So
That sounds good.
hopefully that'll work. We'll give you another class to take if you want. So, hi Scotty,
Hey, Katie.
how you doing?
Good. Are you all revived, refreshed, and everything?
Yeah, it was so amazing. It was really hard. I wanted to leave a couple of times. I was like, on the sixth day, I was like this close to just being like,
Yeah, I
I'm
can't
out.
imagine.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I stuck it out and it was really amazing. I got so much out of it. So glad I did it. Highly recommend. Although I recommend, but just know that if you do it, you are going to want to leave at some point. Okay, let me find my mat here and then we'll get it going. Okay, that work. Did that view look okay for you guys? Let's see. You see my mat? Okay. Okay. And we have core, Barb's favorite.
But Katie, I gotta leave early for art class.
Okay. Okay, no worries. And hi, Amy. So you're in Chicago? Is that right?
Yeah, that's where
Okay.
I live, is in Chicago.
Awesome. Well, glad you're joining us from Chicago. Okay, let's do this. So let's go ahead. Um, Maybe if you guys can mute yourselves because I'm on my phone and it just makes it a little harder. Let me grab my drink really fast. And then we'll start in a seated position, comfortable seated position. So whatever that looks like for you, and you're welcome to sit up on a bolster or a block or anything like that. And just take a moment, kind of move around however you want to. So little movements or bigger movements, just feeling into your physical body right away a little more. And then eventually, just settle into stillness. So as you are ready, just come to a place where you're either resting your hands in your lap, or you could bring your hands to your heart, or one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, whatever you like. And either close your eyes, or if you prefer to keep your eyes open, just lower your gaze and soften your gaze. Just for these first couple moments, without changing your breath if possible. So try, I know once you think about your breath, it's hard not to change it, but as best you can, just stick with your natural breath for a couple moments. And take some time just to really presence yourself. So just feeling whatever there is to feel. Feel the ground underneath you, the air on your skin. Maybe notice any places in your physical body where you are tensing up that you don't need to be. So maybe can you relax your shoulders a little more? You soften the muscles of your face a little more. And just start to notice your breath, start to notice your respiration. So really for now, just tuning into that space from kind of your third eye center down to your nostrils or down to the top of your upper lip. And just feel really tuning in, really focusing your mind. Feel that very subtle breath flowing in and out. So focusing on this very small space. Just letting everything else fall away. Letting all the distractions fall away. Let your mind start to become a little sharper as you focus just on your breath flowing in and out. Be with this just for a little bit longer, feeling the inhale, the exhale. Feeling the touch of your breath perhaps on your nostrils or inside your nose or even on your top lip. It's really easy to notice our breath when it's big and spacious and deep, but when it's just natural and it's just normal, can you still feel it? Can you still connect to it? And then go ahead and with your next inhalation, just fill up really big. Fill up as big as you can. Maybe you even sit up a little taller and just feel as if you take up more space. Hold. Take an extra little sip. And then open your mouth and big, huge sigh, let it out. Again, just like that, inhale, fill up. Hold. Extra little sip. And great big sigh to release and let it go. One more. Biggest inhale you've taken all day. Hold in fullness. Extra sip at the top, maybe even two this time. And then sigh it out as you're ready. Just let it go. And with your lips sealed, start to drop into Ujjayi breath. So intentionally cultivating that big, deep breath that comes all the way down from your diaphragm. With the constriction in the back of your throat, creating that gentle whisper noise as you breathe in and out. As you connect to your Ujjayi breath, let's add a little bit of movement. So as you inhale, reach your arms to the sky all the way up. And as you exhale, just reach your arms out like you have great big wings, and then let your arms fall back down, come back down to your sides, hands or fingertips to the ground. Inhale, reach your arms slowly up. So see if you can take the entire length of your inhale to reach up. And exhale, take the entire length of your exhale to bring your arms back down. So making this just very mindful, feeling the rise and fall of your breath. It's like a moving meditation, very simple moving meditation. Feel your shoulders, feel your fingers, feel your arms as they move through space. Take a couple more just like this. Moving slowly, so kind of letting your mind adjust to this slow pace. And then after your next round, so finish the round you're on, and then we'll transition onto our hands and our knees. So as you're ready, just go ahead and come forward to hands and knees, and start to move intuitively, however your body wants to move. You're just tuning in, feeling around, notice what's there. Notice what feels really good, what feels really mobile or really strong or really open. And then what might feel a little bit tight or a little bit stiff or tender. Give yourself a few more rounds, just moving in this way. And then we'll eventually meet up in downward facing dog. So as you feel ready, start a transition back to our first downward facing dog of practice. And once you're back in down dog, same thing, just keep feeling around, keep exploring. So maybe you pedal out your heels, walk out your dog, maybe you give your head a little shaky shake. Just really feel that long line of energy that moves from your fingertips all the way up to your butt, all the way up to your sit bones. Really push the ground away with the pads of your fingertips. And feel your big deep breath flowing through. Good job, you guys. Take one more great big inhale. And then as you exhale, look forward to the top of your mat, and however you want to get there, forward folds. Once you've arrived, give yourself a few breaths just hanging out in your forward fold. You could ragdoll your arms. You can bring hands behind your head and interlace your fingers at the base of your skull. Maybe a little bouncy or a little sway or a little bob. Next time you breathe in, come into your halfway lift position. So spine nice and long, get all the rounding out of your back. And then exhale and release, let it go. Do that one more time, halfway lift. Breathe in, lengthen out. And exhale, let it go. This time take it all the way up, rise. Inhale, your arms extend. And exhale, gather your hands to your heart center. With your breath, inhale, reach up. Exhale, slow dive all the way down and fold. Halfway lift. Breathe in. And release back into your fold. Exhale. And then rise. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to your hearts. Just like that, one more time. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, follow your breath down slowly. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, let it go. Take it back up. Breathe in and reach up. And then exhale, hands to heart. All right, this time inhale, arms extend, reach up. Exhale, hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. So roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades squeeze toward your spine. And then if it's available to you from here, see if you can reach your hands back away from your body. If you want, you can press your hips gently forward, puff up your chest, tilt your chin up, so adding a little baby back bend. Breathe into the front of your heart, front of your shoulders a lot. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, dive down slowly into your folds. Let your neck relax, let your head be heavy. Take a couple breaths here to really work in the mobility of your shoulders, the opening of your shoulders. See if you can lift your butt a little higher, lift your knuckles a little higher. Take one more in-breath. And then exhale, hands to your low back. Release your clasp, let your arms hang down. You can give your arms a little shake or give your head a little shake if you want to. With your next inhalation, find your spinal extension, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position. Inhale, top of your push-up, push the ground away. As you exhale, lower just halfway down. You can come to your knees if you want. Inhale, push back up, high plank. Exhale one more time like that, halfway down, strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, push back up, straighten out your arms. And this time all the way down, slowly as you exhale. Inhale, find a back bend of your choice, a heart opener of your choice. So cobra, Baby cobra, Spider-Man cobra, wherever you want to go. Sphinx pose, take your time, couple breaths. And then eventually downward facing dog. Alrighty. From your down dog, inhale your right leg to the sky, stretch it out. As you exhale, step your right foot through to the top of your yoga mat, low lunge. And then let's rise up to our crescent lunge. So strong, powerful legs. Keep a little tone in your belly, so draw your belly button in and up. Feel that connection to your center, to your strong core. Lift it through your heart, maybe even lift it through your gaze. Just breathe in all the little spaces. Take one more inhale right here. Then with your exhalation, lean forward and bring your hands to your front thigh. Draw your belly button in and up so you feel that connection to your center. Use that connection to your center. Lean forward, float your back foot off the ground, so coming into a balance. You can keep your hands on your front thigh, or if you want, you can add some arms, reach your arms forward, out to the sides, or even back. Keep your hips as square as possible. Keep your back foot active. Take one more full round of breath, your fullest expression in this moment. And then see if you can come back and land softly in crescent lunge. So left toe step back, arms reach up. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down. And once your hands are on the ground, bring your back knee down. And unthread your right leg, so your right leg will now reach back behind you. Once your right leg is reaching back, take your left arm forward, spinal balance. So long, strong, powerful line of energy from front to back. Take a big inhale as you reach and lengthen. And then exhale, elbow to knee, curl in and hollow out. Inhale, lengthen, re-extend. Just like that again. Exhale, elbow to knee. All the way to empty. Inhale, reach. One more time. Exhale. Curl in, hollow out, empty out. Inhale, re-extend. And then as you exhale, set your left hand down, pivot on your left knee. So your left foot comes to the outside of your mat like a little kickstand, and right arm reaches up. You're in modified side plank. You can keep your right foot lifted, or you can press your right foot into the ground. You choose. Maybe reach your right arm forward so your bicep is next to your ear and you're working the length in your right side body. Great place to stay, or final option, bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your right foot. Once you've got it, use gentle leverage, so kick foot into hand and pull hand back into foot. Press your hips forward and see if you can let your heart look up. Breathe. Big, spacious breaths. Feel everything there is to feel in the position you are in this moment. One more round. And then nice and easy, release, come back to hands and knees, just a tabletop position. From your tabletop, take your left leg and gate it out to the left. So it's like you're in a half wide-legged straddle. Try to point your toes straight forward if possible. And then right arm reaches out to the right and all the way up. Inhale. As you exhale, thread your right arm underneath you and come down to rest on the outside of your right shoulder. The outside of your head just gently. And if you hate having your left leg extended, you can just set your left knee down, no biggie. And work this pose however you want with your left arm. So maybe you're pushing into the ground with your left hand. Maybe you wrap your left arm behind your back. Big deep breaths. Good job, you guys. Take about 2 or 3 more here. And if you do have your left hand lifted, set your left hand down. On an inhalation, unthread your right arm, reach it out and up. Exhale, right hand down. Pick up your left foot and swing your left leg back behind you. Bend your left knee, heel towards your butt. Lift your heart, look forward. You can stay here or lift your right hand, reach back, grab hold of your left foot. Hug in with your inner thighs and kick foot in the hand. Pull hand back into foot. Lift your heart. Breathe. Half bow variation. One more round here. End of your exhalation, just nice and easy. Release. Come back to a tabletop. And from your tabletop, bring your knees together. Walk both hands off the right edge of your mat and reach your hips back to the left a little bit. So like a child's pose with a nice little side body stretch in your left side. Imagine you're trying to press your left armpit towards the ground. Good job, friends. And then just as you're ready, slowly switch to the other side. So walk your hands through center off the left edge of your mat. Hips kind of reaching back to the right a little bit. Breathe into your right side. And as you're ready, just come back to center, tabletop. Find your way back to down dog. Walk out your dog for a moment. Just working all that length from fingertips up to sit bones. Feel your connection to center, lifting you up out of your hands, out of your wrists. Big, huge inhalation as you push the ground away. And then with your exhalation, look forward. Bring your feet to the top of your space. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, let it go. And then all the way up. Rise. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, hands to your hearts. Okie dokie. One more side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive down. Nice and easy. Traction out your spine. Then fold in. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back to plank. Bend your knees if you'd like. Inhale, push the ground away. And exhale, lower halfway. Strong shoulders, strong belly. Inhale, push up. One more. Exhale, halfway down. It's just a slow motion push up. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, slowly lower all the way to your belly. Grow into your back bend of choice. Take your time. You can take a couple breaths or so. And then downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. Reconnect to it if you lost it. Okay, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, use your strong core and step your left foot to the top of your mat, low lunge. And then rise up to your crescent lunge. Strong, stable legs, high on the ball of your back foot. Hips nice and square. Hone in your low, deep abdominals, those transverse abdominals. So that connection, belly button draws in and up just ever so slightly. Imagine you're breathing all the way down into your toes, all the way up into your fingers. So big, intentional breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, lean forward a little bit, hands to your front thigh. Press your hands into your front thigh, draw your belly button in and up. So if you're drawing your belly button in and up, you should feel your core engaging. That connection to center is going to help you balance. Lean forward, back foot floats up. Hips stay as square as possible. You can keep your hands pressing into your front thigh, or maybe add some arms, both, one arm, any direction you want to go with it. Your fullest expression. Keep your back foot active. One more deep breath here. And then bottom of your exhalation, step your right toes back, reach your arms up, inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands come down. Once your hands are on the ground, set your back knee down, and then take your left leg and reach it back behind you. Once your left leg is reaching back, Extend your right arm forward, spinal balance. So right arm forward, left leg back. Long, strong, powerful line of energy. Take one more inhale as you reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. All the way to empty. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, curl in. Elbow to knee, navel to spine. Inhale, reach. Just like that. One more time. Slow and smooth like you're moving through honey. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, set just your right hand down. And then pivot on your right foot so your right foot comes out to the side of your mat. Left arm reaches up. Modified side plank. You can absolutely set your left foot down if you want to. Otherwise, keep your left foot lifted, left foot active and strong. Maybe left arm forward. Working that length in your left side. Great place to stay, or final option, reach back, bend your left knee, grab hold of your left foot. See if you can press your hips forward and let your heart look up just a little bit more. Big, deep breaths. Spread your left toes. Soften your face. One more here. Good job, you guys. And then nice and easy, let go. Come back to a tabletop, hands and knees. From your tabletop, right leg extends straight out to the right, if possible. Toes face forward and press the sole of your foot into the ground as best you can. Take your left arm out and up. Inhale. Exhale to thread your left arm through. Gently rest down on the outside of your shoulder and the outside of your head. Breathe into all the little spaces. You might push into the ground with your right fingertips. You might wrap your right arm behind your back. All the way to empty with each exhalation. Good job, friends. 2 or 3 more rounds here. And then bring your right hand back down if it happens to be lifted. Next time you inhale, unthread your left arm, reach it out and up. Exhale, left hand down. Pick up your right leg and reach your right leg straight back. Then bend your right knee, heel towards your butt. Lift your heart and look forward. You can stay here or pick up your left hand and reach back, grab hold of your right foot. Hug in with your inner thighs so you don't want your right knee to shoot out to the right. Hug in with your inner thighs and kick foot into hand. Pull hand back into foot. Breathe. If you're holding onto your foot, see if you can get your toes to spread even as you hold your foot in your hand. Take one more round. And then nice and easy, let it go. Back to hands and knees. This time we're going to come into a dolphin pose. So lower to your forearms. Forearms parallel if possible. Palms face down, fingers spread wide, and press especially into your thumbs and index fingers. Like you're trying to get your inner wrist towards the ground. If you want to modify, you can make a tripod instead. Curl your toes under, lift your knees, lift your hips, dolphin. Don't let your elbows drift apart, so keep hugging in with your upper arms. Keep pressing down with the belly of your forearms. And keep breathing. We're going to stay here for about 5 rounds. If you want, you can lift one leg and then the other leg. If you want, you can exhale out your mouth. Just keep lifting, using the strength in your core. Walk your toes as close as you can to your elbows and press your heart back. Couple more rounds. You're almost there. Stick with me. Nice job, you guys. Bottom of your next exhalation. Bring your knees down. And then keep your toes curled under. Knees about hips width distance apart. Come up into screaming toe pose. So you're just kneeling with your toes curled under. And if this feels really intense, you can bring a block in front of you. Put your hands on that block. Kind of put some weight in your hands. Or you can even just bring your hands to the ground. Lift your hips a little bit. Take some weight off. If you're able to sit back, just sit back. Be here for about 5 rounds. Hug towards midline with your inner heels. It's called screaming toe pose for a reason. You'll probably feel it in your toes. See if you can be with that sensation without aversion, without trying to get away from it, without saying, I hate this. When is it going to be over? Just feel it. It's just sensation. It's only temporary. Good job, my friends. Last couple of rounds. You're doing great. Come forward to hands and knees. Untuck your toes. Invitation to give them a little pitter-patter tap. The tops of your feet pitter-patter tap them against the ground for a moment. Woo-wee. Sometimes I like to lift my feet up and just kind of point flex or roll out my ankles. And then as you're ready, downward facing dog. Send your hips back and up. And as you move into your down dog, feel all that new aliveness, new awareness in your toes and in your feet. Very nice. All right. Great big inhale into your down dog. Push the ground away. And then exhale, gaze to the top of your yoga mat. Step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, let it go. And take it all the way up, rise, arms overhead, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Okie doke, let's work with our balance for a moment. Reach up, arms to the sky. Root into your right foot and lift your left knee up, standing staff. Flex your left toes back, hugging with your inner thighs. Feel a connection to your center. Strong core. One more inhale here in standing staff. As you exhale, we're going to try to move into a half moon posture. So start to lean forward, and eventually right hand comes down, either to the ground or to a block. And peel your hips open so your left hip stacks on top of your right hip. Maybe left arm reaches up, or maybe you bring your left hand to your hip. Now, if you fall as you take that transition, no big deal. Just meet yourself wherever you're at. Eventually coming into this half moon, however you need to get there. Back foot is active. Back leg is strong. Heart is open. Shoulders are open. Can you lift your back leg a tiny bit higher? Take one more round. And then we're going to see if we can come back up to standing staff, staying balanced on our right foot. So just ever so slowly, mindfully, pressing into your right foot, connecting to your center. Make your way back to standing staff, arms reach. Left knee is lifted, left toes are active. Take one more inhale here. If you want, you can extend your left leg forward. And then exhale, curtsy squat. So left toes off the right edge of your mat. Hands to your heart, get low. Try to square off your hips. So right hip draws back, left hip draws forward, inner thighs squeeze. And just take some pulses with your legs. So pulse it up, pulse it out, up and down. Up and down, up and down. Let the heat build in your legs, remembering that it's only temporary. It's not going to last forever. Be with it. Find your lowest point. Take one more deep breath. Inhale, high mountain. Reach up and stretch. Exhale, take a slow dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back to plank. Pause. This time we're going to take a side plank, full side plank. Right hand is your base. Of course, if you want to modify, you can. Right knee could come down or right forearm could come down. Lift your hips really high. Feel the strength in your right side abdominals. Maybe left arm forward. Maybe left leg even floats up. So your personal fullest expression, be there and breathe there. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. Last round, hold it. And then back to plank. Inhale, push the ground away. Exhale, slowly lower. Back bend of your choice, lift your heart. And then exhale, lift your hips, down dog. All right, my friends, inhale your right leg high. Exhale, right foot steps through. And this time, we're going to walk our hands to the left edge of our mat, parallel our feet, straighten our legs. You're going to one-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then keep your right hand or your right fingertips on the ground. And reach your left arm to the sky. So you're going to twist. Twisting towards the back of your mat. And then, you guys know this fun ninja move. We're going to take our right foot, thread it through our other leg, and our right hand. Bring your sit bones down. Boat pose, facing towards the back of your mat. So balancing on your sit bones. Lift your heart. If you want extra support, you can bring your hands back behind you like this. Otherwise, reach forward. Or you can even grab the backs of your thighs. You're welcome to just stay here and hold and breathe. Or inhale, high boat, right where you're at. Exhale, low boat. So extend your legs and hover above the ground. Draw low belly down. Inhale, high boat, lift. Exhale, low boat, hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hover. Squeeze. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hover. 3 more like that. Inhale, lift. High boat. Exhale, hover. Navel to spine. Inhale, lift. Last one. Exhale, lower down. Squeeze everything. Inhale, high boat. Now from here, bring, let's see, your left foot to the ground. Your right hand back behind you. We're going to flip it over into a 3-legged dog. So flip it over, 3-legged dog. Right leg is extended up. Open your right hip up. Great place to stay. Or flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you. Right arm reaches forward. Lift your hips. Feel the strength in your back body. Big spacious breath. One more inhale. And then everybody meet in downward facing dog. So both hands, both feet on your mat. Walk it out. Nice work, you guys. Great big inhalation. Push the ground away. Exhale, look forward. Step or hop forward, full top of your space. Inhale to your half lift. Exhale, let it go. And then let's take it all the way up. Big stretch as you inhale. Hands to heart center. Exhale. Okie doke. We got one more side. Inhale, reach up. Left foot is your foundation. Lift your right knee. Standing staff, flex your right toes. So find your balance here. And keep your right foot nice and active. So there's awareness all the way down into your right foot. We're going to make that slow, mindful transition into half moon. So as best you can, stay balanced on your left foot. Start to hinge forward and take your right leg back. Left hand comes down, right arm reaches up. Open up. Right hip stacks on top of left. Right shoulder stacks on top of left. Your right foot is still very active. If you didn't get there gracefully, no biggie. Get there however you need to. This is just a practice. We're not performing, so meet yourself where you're at kindly and compassionately. See if you can lift your back leg a little bit higher or open a little bit more. You're doing great. Stay connected to your breath. And see if you can find your way back up to standing staff, staying balanced. You need to set your right foot down. I just did. No big deal. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Standing staff pose. If you want more, extend your right leg forward for just a second. Try not to lean back. One more inhale. Then exhale, curtsy squat. So right toes off the left edge of your mat. Yes, hands to your heart. Square off your hips. So left hip draws back, right hip draws forward. And take those little pulses. The heat will build. Let it build. Knowing that it's not going to last forever. You can take it. You can be with it. You can hold it. Stay soft through your face. Find your lowest point. Take one more big breath. All right, inhale, high mountain, both feet on your mat, both arms to the sky. And exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank. And this time, side plank on the left side. So left hand is your base, roll onto the baby toe edge of left foot, right arm up. Opening up. If you want, of course, please feel free to modify. Maybe right leg floats up. Maybe right arm reaches forward. Lift your hips really high. So you want to use your left side obliques as much as possible rather than sinking into your shoulder and your wrist joint. Breathe. Woo! Good job, you guys. One last round. And then nice and easy plank or modified plank. Inhale. Push the ground away. Find your strength. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Open your heart. Back bend of choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right. From your down dog, inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot through. Low lunge. And then pivot your back heel, or excuse me, I guess we're going into our wide-legged forward fold. So turn all of your toes towards the right long edge of your mat and walk your hands over to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Wide-legged forward fold just for a moment. Good job. Come to a halfway lift. Keep your left hand or left fingertips down. Right arm up. Twist. So twisting towards the back of your mat. And then from here, you're going to lift your left foot and thread it through. Coming into boat pose once again. And then from boat pose, this time lower all the way down onto your back. For just a second, hug your knees in and just kind of rock it out. Give yourself a nice little break. Give your low back a nice little massage. Okay. Reverse tabletop. So knees stack over hips. Shins parallel to the ground. Feet active. Bring your hands behind your head and interlace your fingers. Slow motion yoga bicycles. So on an inhale, just lift your head. Exhale, right elbow towards your left knee and extend your right leg forward. Pull the belly down. Inhale, center. Keep your head lifted. Exhale, other side, twist. Inhale, center. Head stays lifted, but try to relax it into your hands. Exhale, twist. Pull the belly down every time. Keep going at your own pace. Slow and mindful. So don't just pump them out as fast as you can. Slow and mindful movement, feeling all those little muscles working. All those side abdominals working. Keep your feet active. Moving with your breath. Slow and intentional movement. Do one or two more on each side. And then bring it back to center. Once you're at center, extend your legs straight up and reach your arms straight up. Keep your head lifted. Draw low belly down. See if you can reach higher and then tuck your tailbone. See if you can lift your toes a little bit higher. Make your legs as strong as possible, your feet as active as possible. Reach everything up a little bit higher. 3, 2, 1. Release. Full body stretch. Woo-wee. So arms reach overhead, legs reach long. Breathe down. Feel your abdominal wall. Get a nice little stretch. Good job, you guys. One more inhale. Exhale. Hug your knees in. And rock and roll a couple times forward and back. Eventually balancing on your sit bones in boat pose. Yes, nice job. All right, right foot down. Left hand behind you, fingers face away from your body. Flip it over into your three-legged dog. Left leg high and open your left hip. You can stay here, or you can flip your dog. Left foot comes down, left arm reaches forward. Open your heart. Feel the strength in your back body. You're with me in this back bend, couple more breaths. And then bring it back into a regular down dog. Give yourself a moment here. Feel all that length, all that space. And then either moving through a vinyasa to find your way through child's pose, or just set your knees down and sit back into child's pose. Good job, you guys. Give yourself a moment. Maybe move your hips a little bit side to side or roll your forehead side to side. Ooh, okay. Let's find our way onto our back. So, however you want to get there, just transition all the way down onto your back. And once you're there, we'll take some windshield wipers. So, feet on the ground with knees bent, feet nice and wide, mat width distance apart. Tee out your arms or cactus your arms. Just windshield wiper your knees from side to side a few times. Good job. Finish the round you're on and then come back to center. Bring your feet a little bit closer, so about hips width distance, and we'll take a supine pigeon. So you can extend your right leg up for a moment if you want to, but eventually outer right ankle, top of left thigh, that figure 4 shape. And if you want to keep your left foot on the ground, if this feels like enough, that's perfect. Otherwise, lift your left foot up and grab hold behind your left thigh. Keep the flexion through your right toes. Keep breathing, big, deep breaths. If you want, you can rock a little bit side to side. Just imagine, visualize your breath moving all the way down into your right hip, creating space, softening the muscles. Be here for about 3, 4, 5 more rounds. If you are holding on to your left leg, set your left foot down. And then extend your right leg up, just lengthen it. Maybe roll out your ankle for just a quick second. And then eventually right foot comes down and switch to the other side. So left leg up, flex your toes back. And then figure 4. Right foot can stay down or you can grab hold behind your right thigh. Just try to keep your spine as neutral as possible. Soft through your face, your forehead. Soft through your cheeks and your jaw. About 3 to 5 more here. If you're holding onto your right leg, set your right foot back down. Extend your left leg up for just a quick second, maybe a couple point flexes or roll out your ankle. And then bring your left foot down. Bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees fall open. If this bothers your low back at all, slide your feet a little further away from your upper body. So you're absolutely welcome to just rest here, or invitation to push your feet really firmly together and lift your butt up. As you lift your butt, really squeeze through your outer glutes. And imagine you're trying to press your knees down towards the ground as you lift your hips even higher. Keep pressing your feet together firmly. Hold, squeeze your outer glutes. 3, see if you can lift higher. 2, squeeze, squeeze. And 1, release. Bring your knees back up. And just like we did a few moments ago, take some windshield wipers so feet come out to the width of your mat. Tee out your arms or goalpost your arms side to side. Slowly with your knees. Good job, friends. And then when you feel complete with these, just come back to center. And for a moment, let your knees fall in. So your feet are wide, your knees fall in. It's fine if they touch, it's fine if they don't touch. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, an invitation to close your eyes. Just take about 5 deep breaths in this position. Imagine you're breathing down into your low back and your pelvic bowl. And if you feel really good here and you want to stay here for the remainder of our practice, you can. Otherwise, if there's any last poses, any finishing poses you want to take, give yourself a few breaths to move through them. Maybe a happy baby, bridge, an inversion of some sort. And then finding your way eventually into your final relaxation. And your final relaxation can be the traditional corpse pose, or if there's some other position that you want to take your Shavasana in, totally fine with me. And as you settle in, my friends, let your breath become effortless. Let go of any control or manipulation. And just let yourself give in. My thought for you as you move into your final relaxation is by Cory Muscara. He says, every time you say, "This is just who I am," ask whether or not you're describing your essence or the personality that you developed to fit in and survive hard things. Every time you say, "This is just who I am," ask whether you are describing your essence or the personality that you developed to fit in and survive hard things. So sometimes I think we close ourselves off to possibilities and close ourselves off to growth because we think, this is just the way I am. This is just who I am. Don't even want to think of being any other way. But is it who you are? Or did you just develop these coping mechanisms these personality traits that aren't actually who you are, just at some point in your life to fit in or to get acceptance or to survive. So it's not bad or wrong, but can you unidentify the things that you think are who you are and find who you are actually underneath them? So if everything else fell away, whatever you think it is that makes you who you are, makes you happy, then who would you be? Just getting curious about that rather than closing yourself off to change or growth or expansion. So these last few moments, see if you can just feel yourself as energy, feel the essence of you, not personality traits, not how you describe yourself to others, not your age, not even your gender, just energy. We're made of energy. It's flowing through you, this prana, this life force. Connect to it, soften into it. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Just start to slowly, gently bring movement back into your body. Eventually find your way into a fetal position on either side. And then from your fetal position, find your way up into your seated meditation. Sit up tall, gather your hands to your heart. And take one last moment and bow your head to your heart, acknowledging yourself, thanking yourself for taking time out of your day to connect to the present moment, to your body, to your breath. Thank you very much for letting me guide you, friends. Namaste. Okie dokie. Good work, you guys. Thanks for being here. Oh,
Thanks,
that
Katie.
thought. I was like, who is this Zoom user? Okay. I just have not your name today. All right. I was like,
See you.
somebody's sneaking on. Okay. Bye-bye. I'll see you.
Bye.
Have a good one.